Good evening, my tubies and my beautiful, beautiful Teletubbies. It's Sheila True Love, truly loving you. And I first would like to say, if you are new to my channel, it's so nice to meet you. As I said, my name is Sheila True Love. It's great to have you here. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell so you'll know when I post a new video. Okay, now the topic for conversation today is how to be happy in your 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond. And the reason I decided to make this video is to help women in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond to jumpstart their lives, to get their sexy back, and live the life of their desires. I also decided to make this video because, as you know, I am an advice coach, and I've had some people write me and tell me Miss True Love, or some of them call me Sheila. Sheila, my name is not Sheila, it's Sheila. They said that I feel that life has passed me by, and it seems that things I've wanted to achieve in my life, it just seems like it's too late. I get at least two or three emails a week, and at least two phone calls, maybe every 2 weeks. I get phone calls from my tubies. And by the way, please keep the emails coming, because the moment I get the email and I see the funds hit my Cash App, I'm right on it. I give answers immediately. So anyway, let's just get started here. Now, as I've stated in some of my earlier videos, if you've watched them, I'm not going to waste my last good years stressed out. My life going forward, it's going to be peaceful, enjoyable, and happy. I'm going to work my damnedest to make it that way. Now, we have already spent our best years in marriages or in relationships and taking care of other people. Well, now, my tubies, my Teletubbies, we're in our 40s, 50s, 60s, and maybe some are beyond. And it is time, and it is our turn to live our best lives. We know that society plants, or they paint a picture that once you hit a certain age, you're finished and you're done with. Now, I think you and I both know that that is so not the case. That is not true. So without further ado, my darlings, let's get started to show society and the world what the hell do they know. Now, first and foremost, my darlings, is getting to really know yourself. That's the most important thing. Also, when you look in the mirror, always look in that mirror and tell yourself, hey, gorgeous, I love you. That's important. Now, moving along, gather at least 10 examples of successful people that you know or that you can do research on. Gather these people in your age group and above. And remember, you're never too old to learn new skills. And you may even discover that you find that you have some new talents. So don't forget to do your research, as you know I love doing. People who are in my age group and above. Now, another thing you can do is to pick a skill that you have always wanted to improve and start working on. I mean, think of a skill that you've always wanted to improve. Like, I've always wanted to improve what was my skill in research. I wanted to learn how to be a professional researcher, even though my background is in paralegal, which I did a lot of work with that. But I wanted to get better at it. So that's what I'd like for you to pick a skill that you've always wanted to improve and start working on that every day. Okay? Not only Will your daily achievements make you happier? But you're going to make some new friends who share your interests. Okay? So you think about those skills that you wanted to improve on. You're going to find that you're going to make some friends who share your common interests along the way. Now, this is one of the things I thank God for when it comes to Meetup. That Meetup app, or you could go into meetup.com. Even with the pandemic going on, there are so many Zoom groups and fellowship groups you can join right from the comfort of your home. In fact, I found a group myself who really enjoy doing the things that I like to do. You know what my passions are, is reading, research, writing, and I found some people who were just as interested in it as I am, and I got that from you could get the app. You could go into your Google Play Store, or if you have a iPhone, you could go into your Play Store and get the Meetup app, or you could go right on Google, type in meetup.com. Another thing you can do is make a list of items ahead of time. This will give you a sense of control and a purpose in your life. This will also help you to feel more confident and empowered to handle challenges that may come along. Please note that organizing your life, it doesn't have to be complicated. Now, don't forget, I suggested actually that you make a list of items ahead of time that you want to do or that you want to get a jump on. Now, in order to, because I totally love organizing. That's who I am. That's my character. In terms of my characteristics, is organization. That's what I do. You can just simply take 5 minutes every morning or every night and write down the most important things that you want to accomplish. Now, when you do this, this can give you a huge sense of purpose and a big boost. Now, another thing we can do is look for ways to make other people feel better by telling them how much they mean to you. Think about that. And it's always nice to help other people celebrate their successes and share in their victories. That's always nice to do. And why not give people a genuine compliment? You could say something as simple as, "That dress is a lovely color on you," or "You have the most beautiful eyes." You'll be surprised, Tubies, how that can actually make someone's day. Another thing is try to find something to look forward to every day. That's very important. Meet with a friend. You can have that to look forward to. Go to a local museum, take a class, or cook a new type of cuisine. Take a few minutes at the end of each day to look back and be grateful for all the amazing opportunities that you have in your life. And we all know, after all, gratitude, that's one of the secrets to happiness, regardless of what age you are. Gratitude is definitely the secret to happiness. Another thing we can do is, are you feeling isolated and alone in life? Well, trust me when I tell you, Tubies, you're not alone. In fact, loneliness can become a serious health epidemic, even worse than smoking and obesity. Did you know that? Now, here's my take on when I'm dealing with extreme loneliness, because we all suffer with it from time to time. But when I feel overwhelmingly lonely, to me, that's like Jesus Christ and Jehovah's way of saying that they want to spend time with me. That's why I'm making you have this extreme, overwhelmingly loneliness, Sheila, because I want to spend time with you. They want to hear from me, and they are saying, "I want to spend time with you. I want your time." And once you start doing your study from the Bible and your daily devotionals, and you start doing your research on the daily devotional that you just read, you're going to find out that you're not as lonely anymore, because for one, you're so distracted and a lot of time has passed, and before you know it, the loneliness it's disappeared. Well, at least that's how it works for me. I get so engrossed in my research and what I'm doing, before I know it, 3 hours pass, 4 hours have passed, and the loneliness has totally dissipated. It's gone. Now, I know that won't work for everyone, okay? So here's what I would suggest for you. Why not go out, take a class? It could be a sewing class, a knitting class, decorating, book clubs, cooking, whatever it interests you. Meetup.com is so good for that. That's why I suggest that, because you'll find so many people who have common interests. In fact, I had started in the past a few meetup groups of my own. So do something that you love doing. You can volunteer at your local humane society. You could call a friend and invite them over for a movie. Or if you can, the pandemic is lifting, the COVID thing, they got vaccines now. And a lot of people are able to go out to the movie. You could join a walking group, or you could join a gym where there's dancing classes or Zumba. Zumba, I love Zumba and I like the dancing parts. Don't forget about joining the church, because in the church, you'll find people who are there, they're trying to find their way spiritually. You can also go to a concert. Yeah, concerts. Just don't stay inside. Force yourself to go out. Go to the park or go to a cafe. Pamper yourself and get dressed up. Experiment with makeup. God knows I like doing that. You could even jump on a bus, because I don't drive. And that's what I've done in the past when I was like tired of sitting cooped up in the house. I would jump on the bus. I would pack myself a little snack and I'd learn things about my area. I was like a tourist for the day. I just said, let me be a tourist for the day. So that's pretty cool. You could also start a vlog or a blog. Try doing something that you've never done before. That's beautiful. And I know for a fact that a lot of people, once they've retired, they have joined senior centers where they join yoga classes. They took a played bridge, or they have spades, card nights, and game nights. And they've also volunteered. And they have even started dating. And they got their sexy back. They have met so many wonderful people with common interests and have a whole set of new friends. And if you are interested in getting your sexy back and you still want to hang out in the dating game, me personally, I like Facebook. I like the DMs. I have a lot of people hit me up on DM who want to go out, want to date. And I've gone out on several dates with dudes who I've met on Facebook. But when you are looking for people who are like 50 plus, there are several different dating apps. You could go on Google, and for one, you have single silvers. You have silver singles, and that's a 9.8 rate. And then you have elite singles, and that's an 8.8. And then there's Christian mingles, that's an 8.1. There's eHarmony, 8.3. And one of the ones that people really like because it's 50 plus, Our Time. And that has an 8.3 rating. And then you have Match.com, and that's an 8.0. And then there's Zook, that's Zoosk. And that's a 9.1 rating when it comes to the dating game. That's really high. So between Silver Singles and Zoosk, that's Zoosk, those are the two highest ratings. You may have to pay a fee or what have you, but like I said, I enjoy my dating thing with Facebook because I meet a lot of interesting people, and I could also meet people who are very local, who are right near me. So that's easy. You could also find those on these sites also, but be very, very careful because you have some crazies out there. Always date in a public place. And while we were under the COVID pandemic, a lot of people were doing Zoom dates. I've done a lot of Zoom dates, and it was great. I got dressed up, put my makeup, fixed my hair, had my candles going. He's over there on his side, all dressed up, what have you. And I've done several Zoom dates, and they were so much fun. I've had some where I laughed so hard until I cried. I had such a great time. So don't forget to get your sexy back. Being alone, however, because you see, I have no problem with, hanging out with me, myself, and I. I'm good with that. I've never really had a need or craving for company like some people have. Being alone most of the time actually is my preference, because like I said earlier, the kind of things that I enjoy and that I'm passionate about, I need the quiet and I hate distractions. You know, reading, researching, writing, and coaching people, that takes focus. I need to focus, so therefore I need quiet and limited distractions. However, for a lot of other people, being alone, it can be a very, very painful thing. So please take me up on the suggestions that I've offered. So, like I said, my darlings, you can be happy in your 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond. Just keep a positive attitude, and don't forget that having a attitude of being grateful, that is definitely the number one secret to happiness. Now, and I hope my suggestions have proved to be helpful. And again, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification button. And for my regular tubies, I love you so much and I appreciate you greatly. Please keep the letters coming and the phone calls. I'm available for you. As you know, I do this to supplement my income. So I am more than happy to take that time with you. I love you and I will see you on the other side. Goodbye for now.